Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another pack opening video. This time I am very excited to be opening a Legendary Hero Decks box on the channel. Maybe the webcam will probably have a better view of it. It's an awesome looking box. These are three pre-structure decks for Heroes, which are played by Aster, Edo, and GX, Nordics, which were played by Team Ragnarok and 5Ds, and Phantom Knights, which were played by Yugioh in Arc 5. So we are going to get around to opening them. I do want to say that there was a bit of a delay due to the hurricane in the Carolinas, Hurricane Florence, so there were only a select few of these products that got shipped out early, which is why the release date is not until October 12th. If any of you do want to donate to the damage that was done in the hurricanes, to the victim of the hurricanes, I will have a link in the description for the Red Cross donation page. So my prayers to everyone who was affected by the hurricanes last week in the Carolinas. But yeah, this is going to come out on, I believe, again, October 12th. It's $30. So I read on, I think it was Team APS did an opening of this box, and they said that this is like the most efficient $30 that you can get in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or they said like the best $30 box or something along those lines. Obviously, Team APS much more intelligent when it comes to the game than myself. I actually don't know the cards that are in these decks, so I'm very excited to open and see the cards. So I'm sure we'll get the Nordic gods, which I'm really excited for. Also doing a giveaway related to New York City Comic Con. Let me read you exactly what this giveaway is. So you can win one New York Comic Con 2018 game mat, which I will have on screen right now. It is of Yusei. It is of his, I believe that's his new Junk Monster. An awesome game mat. I wish I went to New York Comic Con. I live right in New Jersey. I just did not have time this weekend, which is a shame, but hopefully next year I'll be able to go. So yeah, a New York Comic Con 2018 game mat. A Legendary Hero deck, so you can win one of these boxes as well. 2 Legendary Duelists, White Dragon Abyss booster packs, and then finally 5 Star Pack VRAINS booster packs. So an awesome, awesome giveaway. Special thank you to Konami for letting me do this giveaway, for sending me this deck early. Very thankful for them. And the only eligibility to win this giveaway is that you do need to live in the United States. Usually when I do my own giveaways, it does not matter where you live, but you do need to live in the United States to be eligible to win. So if you want to enter, all you have to do is comment hashtag Let's Rev It Up. It was Yusei's phrase in 5Ds, so I feel like it is fitting to have that as the hashtag to enter the giveaway. And I will be pulling the winner at the end of my Wednesday Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS review for episode 72. I believe it's 72. Yeah, 72. So that's when I'll be pulling the winner. I also will be pulling the 5 winners for the card giveaways for the Yusei Megatin pulls and the White Dragon Abyss pulls as well. So that will be at the end of this video. So let's fast forward. Legendary Hero decks. The box is awesome. We have get ready to dispense some Dueling Justice with Legendary Hero decks. Again, we have our Hero deck, our Nordic deck, trying to get that to render in, and our Phantom Knights deck. It's funny because I actually have 2 pretty good friends in the community that I would play with a lot on YGO Pro, and they would play, one of them would play Forte, who came on the channel a few times. He plays E-Heroes, and my friend Yugioh plays Phantom Knights, so I should know these decks pretty well. Both of them start right off the bat with Link monsters. I knew Phantom Knights and E-Heroes had Link support, did not realize that Nordics had Link support as well, so that's really cool. And I love just keeping these boxes, honestly. The boxes have such good design work that I really do love keeping them. So we'll put that to the side for now. Which deck should we open first? Phantom Knights, we'll go in order. So we'll open Heroes first and then Nordic. So hopefully the webcam will do a better job of rendering it. I'm going to get a better webcam because I'm going to be doing these more often, these kind of pack openings. And I'll be doing, again, giveaways like once or twice every month. And the giveaways that I do, which are, I give away cards that I pull. I'm not doing that for this video, but when I do them, there's no eligibility limits. You can win even if you live in like Australia, so you don't need to be in the US. So again, we start with that nice Link monster, extra hero, Dread, Decimator. If you guys could also let me know what like the strengths and weaknesses of these decks are, I would really appreciate it, because it helps me learn. I'm not going to blabble my mouth and be like, oh, heroes are really good at swarming the field when I really have no knowledge of that. So we have a Destiny hero, Malicious. Not sure if I'm going to have the cards appear on the screen since you can look them up. There's no randomness to it. We have Destiny hero, Disc Commander, which is cool. Again, now that I have a Destiny hero deck, I do feel like Aster. We have Destiny hero, Draw. Nice spell card there. We have another Link monster, Extra Hero Wonder Driver. I knew they got a few Link monsters. I'm not sure. I don't know if the Link monsters were really that good or not. I know there were a few people that weren't big fans of them. Destiny Hero Dogma. That's a pretty good card. 3,400 attack. Jeez, I've been smoked by this deck. Forte, the guy I mentioned before, has smoked me a lot. We have a Destiny Hero Plasma. We have a Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. We have another copy of Malicious. This one does not have the rarity, though. It does not have the cool text. Then we have Destiny Hero Celestial. We have Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Cool name there, Diamond Dude. Destiny Hero Dread Servant. A level 1 monster, Destiny Hero Dark Angel. And there's the problem with this webcam is the light reflects on it. I literally have a light bulb, I think, in the worst spot of my basement. That's what that light is. And that's why, let me see if I turn it to the side, if that won't happen. Destiny Hero Dynatag. It's, you know what? Maybe it's just the light from the webcam. Yeah, it's probably the light from the webcam. I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I will be getting a better camera that will render in these cards a little better. 2 Destiny Hero Drill Darks. Running out of room on the table here. A Destiny Hero Decider. And a Destiny Hero Dreamer. Yeah, so I'm gonna clear these cards and then we'll open the second half. I have a few D-cubed there. Let me know in the comments, too, what your favorite D monster is, or your favorite elemental hero monster is. So we have 3 copies of D-cubed. I actually don't know this card. I've never seen this card used before. But considering it's a 0 attack, I'd imagine it's a searcher or something to that degree. Elemental hero Shadow Mist. So we are going to have a few E-heroes. Edo did use a couple E-heroes in his deck. Elemental hero Blazeman. I don't think we'll have anything like Avion or any of Judai's cards. Yep, the rest are all spell traps and extra decks. So we have a Destiny Draw. We have 2 Over Destinies. We have a Clock Tower Prison. That's a classic. You see that run in, I feel like, most E-hero decks. Dark City. We have 2 copies of Mask Change. And then, of course, the vitalness to this deck, the card that makes it potent, is the Polymerization. You have to have Polymerization in fusion decks. We got 2 copies of those. We have a Monster Reborn. We have a Magical Stone Excavation. Running out of room here. Since it doesn't matter, I'll just zoom out like that. We have a Magical Stone Excavation. We have 2 Terraforming. Obviously, I'm not going to show the cards that are very obvious. And, I mean, I think everyone knows what terraforming looks like. We have a Feather of the Phoenix. Discard 1 card, then target 1 card in your grave. Return that card to your top of the deck. So that's pretty good if you have a card in your grave that can help you out on your next turn. We have some traps now. We have Destiny Signal. We have D-Time. I like that a lot. Nice pun on T-Time there. We have 2 copies of Eternal Dread. And then we have, of course, D-Fusion, which is a nice fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Only Destiny. That's a pretty good, actually, card. And then we're going to get into the fusion monsters, but before we do that, let me clear some room here. Sorry, Magic cards. You're going to have to bite the dust for now. So we have, I believe that is 8, right, because we have 2 links and then 8 fusion monsters, 8 extra deck fusion monsters. Some awesome ones here. Destiny End Dragoon. That is a beast monster, 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. And then 2 copies of Destiny Hero Dusk Utopia. We know that from Arc 5. And Edo was one of the only characters who appeared in 2 shows, had good roles in 2 shows. I don't think he didn't win a single duel in in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. But hey, what are you gonna do? So yeah, 2 Dusk Utopias. We have 2 Dystopias. I believe they were Dystopia Guy and Dusk Utopia Guy, but I guess they got rid of the guy in the TCG version. So 2 Dystopias. Then we have Destiny Hero Dangerous. We have Destiny Hero Dark Law. And we have, actually no, excuse me, that's Masked Hero Dark Law. And we have Masked Hero Anki. I don't know too much about the Masked Heroes. The person that I play that uses Destiny Heroes, I don't believe uses those Masked Heroes. But yeah, really cool deck there, guys. So, a really awesome Edo Phoenix, Aster Phoenix deck. And it's one that now that I have it, maybe I'll try to play it a little bit. Maybe I'll try to learn the ropes for it. So, yeah, really cool stuff there. Edo was always a character that I liked a lot in GX, and in Arc 5, he was alright. It's alright in Arc 5. A little underwhelming, but, he's a cool dude. So we're gonna open the Nordic deck next. Alright, so here are our Nordic monsters, and of course all the rarities, I believe, are at the top. So we're starting with Gulavig of the Nordic Ascendant, a Link 1 Link monster. I imagine it probably just makes the deck a lot easier to play. And yeah, then we have Tangrisner of the Nordic Beasts. I probably absolutely butchered that. We have a card that I really didn't expect to be that potent in this kind of deck, but maybe it is. We have a Dark Hole monster. A Dark Hole spell card, geez. And then, okay, now we're getting to the cool ones. We have Ascension Sky Dragon and Coral Dragon. So 2 rarity synchro monsters in this deck. Ascension Dragon looking really, really nice there. And Coral Dragon looking pretty dope as well. So 2 awesome synchros there. Then we have another Tangrisner of the Nordic Beasts. We have Tangjoster of the Nordic Beasts. We have 2 of them. Jesus, this is going to be a rough, a rough one. We have Garmer of the Nordic Beasts. So I imagine the whole goal of this deck is to just kind of swarm the field, get your tuners onto the field, play synchro monsters, go into those Nordic gods, which are the Nordic gods even in this deck? Sorry, I have to peek at. Yep, they are. Okay. I should have. That was a stupid question. Of course, they're in this deck. We have 2 gold faxes of the Nordic Beast, which are tuners. I believe the first tuners that we are seeing, which of course are going to be vital for those synchro plays. We have Verg of the Nordic Allfair. I'm just imagining that D, or assuming that D in the beginning of this monster is silent. We have Loself of the Nordic Allfair. 2 of them again. Geez, these card names, man, they are rough. And I'm sure there's people that are up in, Sweden and Finland that are like, the fact that you can't read these names is sad. But man, I cannot read these names for the life of me. Svartalf of the Nordic Allfair. That is another tuner monster. We have Mara of the Nordic Allfair. This is an interesting deck because when the 3 characters from Ragnarok, I don't remember the duel too well, so maybe I'm wrong. Mimir of the Nordic Ascent, but when they played, or Nordic Ascendant, excuse me, and Valkyrie of the Nordic Ascendant, and then we have Venatus of the Nordic Ascendant, when they played in the 5Ds, there was not many of these lower monsters that I remember. Let's clear the table. Alright, then we have Tyre of the Nordic Champions. Probably should have just shown that one, because that is the last normal monster that we have. We have the Nordic Lights as our first relief spell card. 2 Nordic Relief Dropnir, which is just an attack boosting spell card. It gains 800 attack, whatever Nordic monster you equip it to. March Towards Ragnarok. I love the name of that spell card. Then we have a Forbidden Chalice, which I believe we have seen in VRAINS. We have either seen Forbidden Chalice in VRAINS or Forbidden Lance. And a forbidden card that I have actually personally never seen before, Forbidden Dress. I've never seen Forbidden Dress before. I did not realize that there was a 3rd variation of this kind of forbidden set with this girl on the artwork. So that's pretty cool. We have a Monster Reborn. We have a Soul Charge. We have a Hey Trunade, which returns all spells and traps on the field to the hand. We have a Mystical Space Typhoon. Again, these generic ones I'm not really going to show. Then we have Gleipnir, the Fetters of Fenrir, which is just add one Nordic monster from your deck to your hand. So you can obviously see how that would be a very good trap card to run for this deck. We have 2 Nordic Relief Brinsgamen. Target one face-up monster you control, one face-up monster your opponent controls. The attack of the first target becomes equal, so some attack-altering trap card there. We have 2 of those. We have 2 Nordic Relief Lavitian. Geez, I should have hired someone to read these Nordic monsters, these Nordic names for me. 2 Nordic Relief Gungnir. Hopefully I pronounced like 1 or 2 of them right. Man, this deck runs a pretty... This archetype has a lot of support in terms of trap. A lot of Nordic trap cards that I was really not aware of. Nordic Relic Mingjord. And then we have, finally, a Solemn Authority as our last trap card that is in this deck. So, a lot of Nordic traps that I did not know exist. I did not know this archetype had that many, like, specific trap cards to it. But, that's really cool. So, again, let me know what you think of this deck in terms of strengths and weaknesses. Really, all the decks, what decks you would consider are the best decks in this Legendary Heroes set. Let's open now, or not open, we're not done with yet. Let's see the extra deck monsters. I am blessed to be owning these guys. We have Thor, Lord of the Aether, which of course all 3 of these god cards were used in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. We have Loki, Lord of the Aether. And then we finally have Odin, Father of the Aether. Really, really awesome. The 3, not Egyptian gods, the 3 Nordic gods. Really cool there. We have Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Tree. Oh, and then we have actually 2 Beelzeus cards. We have Beelzeus of the Diabolic Dragons, which I have always loved the artwork for these Beelzeus cards. That artwork is gorgeous. Then we have Beels of the Diabolic Dragons, which I'm pretty sure these monsters have a really good effect. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Yeah, and then it has another effect that's pretty disgusting. Scrap Dragon, which I've actually not... I don't know if that's a newer card, but I have not seen anyone play that card, or at least it's never been played against me. So 3 awesome dragons right here, and then of course we have... even Leo is a pretty strong monster. I mean, these synchro monsters, if you can play them in this Nordic deck, I'd imagine they're just overwhelming to deal with. So, a really cool deck there. And then finally, we are moving on to Yugioh, the Phantom Knights deck. So, I am hoping, obviously, that we have... So, the first card is the Phantom Knights of Rusty Barricade. Not sure how good that Link monster is for the Phantom Knights deck. But that is its Link monster. Does it have another one? No. I'm hoping, because I have not looked forward, that there is Dark Rebellion and Dark Requiem here. I would love to own a copy of those 2 monsters. Not sure, though, if we do have them. Although I did buy the Dragon decks, the pre-structured... What's it called? Yeah, the Legendary Dragon deck. So I think I do have a copy of Dark Rebellion, but owning a Dark Requiem would be awesome. We have the Phantom Knights of Mist Claws. Jeez, this deck has... really given me nightmares over the years. The Phantom Knights of Breaksword, man. This card is so good. This card is, at least I think it is so good. It is such a good Phantom Knights card. Then we have number 86, Heroic Champion Ron Gominiad. I just butchered that one. I know that. Oh, you want to talk about me butchering the Nordic cards? I definitely butchered that one. So number 86, I guess, is pretty good for this Phantom Knights deck. So we have the Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. We have the Phantom Knights of Silent Boot. We have the Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves. We have the Phantom Knights of Cloven Helm. We have the Phantom Knights of Fragile Armor. Geez, there are a lot of the Phantom Knights of... we have the Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. We have another one. We have the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots. They're all based off of, like, clothing, which is really cool. Ragged Gloves, which is another one. Cloven Helm, which is another one. Fragile Armor, which is another one. We have Armageddon Knight. Oh, there's a pretty OG monster. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty original monster. Blue Mountain Butterspy. We have a Rescue Ferret. Oh, and then Yusei's influence sneaks his way into the deck. Junk Forward. Actually, I'm not sure if that's even a Junk really support monster, but Junk Forward. Kagamucha Knight, which sounds like a monster and looks like a monster that Yuma Tsukumo would have used. We have Cockadoodle Doo. That is a great one. Oh my god, that is so funny. Cockadoodle Doo. We have Effect Veiler, and that is our last normal monster card. So Effect Veiler, a pretty good card as well. So let's clear this up. Alright, now moving on to the spell and trap cards, and it feels like there is a lot of them, and the extra deck. The Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic Launch. Obviously, this is their Rank Up Magic card. That is a must card if you're going to play this deck. 2 copies of them. I think I know a few people that probably play 3 copies. Very good card. A Phantom Knights Spear. We have a Dark Hole. Here comes the generic ones. A Monster Reborn. We have a Foolish Burial. Reinforcement of the Army. Dark Eruption. Target 1 dark monster with 1500 or less in your grave. Add it to your hand. Looks like a pretty cool card there. Now go into the traps. These trap cards. Phantom Knights trap cards are nightmares. Phantom Knights Fogblade. We have 2 Phantom Knights Sword. We have 2 Phantom Knights Wing. 2 the Phantom Knights of Shadow Veil. We have the Phantom Knights of, sometimes I don't even read the card, Shade Brigandine. Shade Brigandine. That was a butchering of that. The Phantom Knights of Dark Gauntlets. And now here's I like it because the monsters of Phantom Knights are based off of clothing, and these are based off of accessories to clothing. You have the Phantom Knights of Tomb Shield. You have the Phantom Knights of Lost Vambrance. I really do like that whole theme of it. The Phantom Knights of Wrong Magnet Ring, which I think I pronounced as Magnetring when I pulled it in one of my other pack openings. It is not Magnetring. And now we are going to get to the extra deck monsters, and I'm praying that Dark Requiem is here. So let's do it. The Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin. Pretty cool monster there. And then we do have Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. And I already see it, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon. The design of this monster, beautiful. It is a travesty that it was only used once, I believe, in the anime, because that monster is absolutely gorgeous. We have Evil Swarm. So we have an Evil Swarm Nightmare. I guess Evil Swarms go well with this deck. An Evil Swarm Thanatos. Oh, I mean, you watch these videos to hear me butcher names, right? We have a Dante Traveler of the Burning Abyss. And we have, finally, Leviair, the Sea Dragon. So, an awesome deck here. Phantom Knights is an awesome, fun deck to play. It's not easy to play against, even though it's not one of the more annoying decks to play against, which is why I've always kind of liked playing against Phantom Knights. You always have a chance. It's not like playing against, Zodiacs or some meta deck or a deck that takes, 10 minutes for a turn to be completed. So I always had respect for Phantom Knights, and it's a fun deck. And now that I own pretty much a Phantom Knights deck, or at least the basics of it, yeah, that's awesome. Also, let me know if there's any cards you would add to these decks or remove from these decks that would make them more potent in the actual game. Really interested to hear, obviously, your says in that. But finally, this is a long video. Geez, we are going to get to the giveaways. 5 people will be winning cards from the Yusei Megatin that I pulled, and 3 people will be winning cards, not from the Legendary Dragon decks, that's just where the entries are, from the White Dragon Abyss. So, there are over 200 entries. I'm trying to think of a better system, because ladies and gentlemen, putting 200 names into a Google Doc manually takes forever. So, if there's a better system out there where you can just put into a database your username, I'll look it up too. Please let me know. So, anyway, 5 names. Let's begin. And I don't know what card they're going to win, so I'll put it next to their username. The first name we have is Swap Dragons. So Swap Dragons wins the first card from the Yusei Megatin Dark Side of Dimensions movie pack giveaway. The second winner is Ember Moto, Yugimoto's sister. No, I'm kidding. Ember Moto is the second winner of the giveaway. The third winner is Dragon Ball Duelist. So a little bit of a Goku Yugimoto mashup there. Maybe that's a Jump Force reference. I guess, I can't wait to see them duke it out in Jump Force. He is our third winner. Our fourth winner is Ryoma the Bullet, which I feel like Ryoma has won. Maybe Ryoma has not won before. He is one of my patrons, though. So big thank you to Ryoma for the support on the channel. Congratulations. You are the fourth winner. And finally, the final winner for this giveaway is Emmanuel XYZ. It's cut off. I did a horrible cutting job. Again, I have to manually cut out these names. So those are your 5 winners for the Yusei Megatin giveaway. I will be in touch with you soon, and I will be, again, for free, sending whatever card you requested your way. So let me just drop Swap Dragons. Let me just put this in order so that I don't forget when I have to contact them after this video goes live. So congrats to you 5. Now let's do the next 3 pullings for the other giveaway. And again, the giveaway for the game mat and the ones in this video will be at the end of my episode 72 VRAINS review on Wednesday. So the first winner is Diane. And Diane is our first winner. Short, simple name. Maybe it's a play on Saiyan. I'm not too sure. Super Saiyan. Again, I just think of Goku versus Yugi. The second winner is Cubus Biss. So that is an interesting username right there. I love it. Cubus Biss is our second winner. And then our final winner is Stardust Nobody. He is he has been someone that I know personally. Wow, that is really funny that his name come up. I shouldn't say, I do know him personally. Really great guy. He's been a supporter of the channel for, way back since I was on Clueless Gamers. He's also a patron. So huge thank you to Stardust Nobody for the amazing support, for Sam for the he does thumbnails for me too. So funny that he would come up out of 150, 200 entries we got. But those are your 8 winners. Congratulations to everyone who won this giveaway. And again, or these giveaways. And again, I will be doing these giveaways, ladies and gentlemen, 2 or 3 times a month. These card giveaways, whatever I pull, will be for you guys, and we have the giveaway here. So please stay tuned for more pack openings. Even if you're not a fan of the channel, or the stuff that I do on the channel in terms of the anime side, hey, it's free cards, right? Doesn't hurt to play. So, anyway, huge thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Alexa Baker, Glen McGookin, James Rose, and Jorge Carrillo, and to my Diamond tier patron, bouldergeist, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Syn Cloud and Odd Eyes Vaughn. Huge thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Cannot tell you how much it really does help me out. I just appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to everyone who just watches these videos all the way through. This is a long one. We opened 150 cards, so obviously I knew this was going to be a bit on the lengthy side. Congratulations to everyone who won the giveaway, and thank you, just everyone, for the amazing support. Thank you to Konami for the opportunity to open this deck early, and to do this giveaway, New York City Comic Con. Make sure you enter. I will see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.